Live.
Okay. Are we going to double book it? Or are you going to read the Gulag Archipelago?
Yeah, I'll probably read this just because, I have to. I also have to read the Gulag Archipelago, so I don't know. It's a coin flip.
How far are you into it?
The Gulag Archipelago, I'm like 100 pages in maybe, and then this I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm 100 pages into this too. No, I'm 200 pages into this.
So you're 100 pages into that book, and you hate it this much already. Not Emberblade, to be specific.
Yes.
But the Gulag Archipelago, you're only 100 pages in, and there's this much anger at it.
Yeah, well, it's frustrating because, like, I have to, like, hedge everything I say with, like, hey, like, this book is bad, but the Gulags were also bad. But, like, this book, like, doesn't properly, like, talk about, like, and it's just, like, and then I, like, 10 minutes later, I've got, like, 3 paragraphs written about, like, almost nothing. And, yeah.
Which Pokemon do you have in the Gulag Archipelago?
Machoke. It's in the other room, but yeah.
Did you pick that on purpose?
I was just looking at the cards next to me, and I was like, oh, I haven't used this one yet. So and it was the first one I saw that I haven't used, so there was no real purpose.
Waving hello to everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, and welcome to the first day of fall. I just got home, and so I haven't been able to make a beverage yet. But I think I'm going to have tea because the last time I drank on the stream, I got a little tipsy. So not going to do that this time.
Indeed. Yes, I will probably drink a little bit less than last week, mostly because I don't have pink wine.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
What do you have?
Well, just like hard alcohol, so this might not work out well for me.
I'm going to get less drunk because I have liquor and not wine. Because that makes a ton of sense, Gregory.
Exactly.
Is this part of you being a butt face because I put you on the right?
Yes. Yep. Oh, yes. I haven't been a butt face enough this stream. I've got to catch up.
It's been 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep. I'm already behind.
You're already behind?
Yep.
So what are you guys reading tonight? I'm going to be working on the Emberblade, which is the book of the month for Greg's Discord.
Yes. I'll probably read this as well.
It's an Emberblade party tonight.
'Tis an Emberblade party.
I just finished, I don't know, there's a couple inciting incidents. This is the second one. In the mine, that just happens. So, do you know what I'm talking about? Yes, no, maybe so.
The second one in the 9? What?
No, the second inciting incident, I would say. Oh. The one in the mine.
Oh, yes. In the mine. Yes, yes.
The mine.
I'm aware.
Yep. Oh no. The way you said that, I can tell you've probably never seen this movie. The original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the Disney one.
Yeah, I've not seen that. The way you
said that sounded like the dwarves when they start singing Hi Ho. And so now that's going to be stuck in my head all evening.
Oh my gosh, what have I done?
Hi Ho. Okay. Hyperion.
What did you call me?
Is Hyperion good, Kate? Because I have it, and I know that Brittany from Books of Brittany has said lots of really, really good things about it. And everybody loves these books. I need to finally read them. I'm going to read so much in December. I'm going to kick everyone's ass at the December readathon because all I'm going to do is read because I've gotten to do none of it this year so far. So watch out, Greg.
Oh, jeez. I am the only undefeated shelf space Discord readathon champion, so I'm very good at life.
Yeah, you're such a liar.
No, I'm not a liar. And
even your whistleblower friend has blown the lid off of the whole Snow Miser victory thing.
Snow Miser won. You requested that I was a butt face tonight, so I will. This is your fault, Kate.
I did not request anything. I called you a butt face, and then this is positive punishment for me not switching your face on the thumbnail.
This
Positive
is
punishment.
oh my gosh. This is tyranny. This is gulags right here.
Gulags?
Yes, it is. It reminds me of the gulags.
Why does it remind you of the gulags?
Because you are using propaganda tactics, your one-party state of controlling the thumbnail making and this live stream have caused an inaccurate representation of everything. Snow Miser won.
Look at Lyra. Was Lyra on your team?
Yes.
I'm going to trust her. She is blowing the whistle on all of this and not even trying to be hidden behind a mask.
Oh, man. Lyra, you better watch out. That is a threat. Actually, no, you're a Bulbasaur, so it's okay.
Bulba. Is that how Bulbasaur sounds? I just guessed. I
think it's a little deeper. Bulbasaur is like an old soul. He's like the angry grandpa of Pokemon.
Okay, Greg, so give us your best Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. Bulba. That's it.
No.
He's like telling the kids to get off his lawn because his lawn, every blade of grass is his friends. So that's why he's angry at the kids for being on his lawn.
So does Bulbasaur hate lawnmowers?
Oh yes, yeah. That is like I keep making Gulag references because of stupid lawnmowers are like the gulags for Bulbasaurs.
Oh, wait, but they don't cut people up in the gulags. They just squish them and torture them that way.
That's what you think. I haven't got to the torture chapters yet, so
you haven't even got. Are they even in the gulag yet? No. This
Russian friend is too long-winded. We've got to get start talking about things that like happened with the gulags. We're still stuck on like farming policies in like 1918 or something.
I'm doing okay.
Seal.
I'm gonna read this. Greg's being tortured by his gulag book. Seal. Seal is so cute.
I do love Seal and Dugong and Bulbasaur and
Dugong
Lapras.
is awesome. I think we talked about this last stream, and I was like, Dugong is a dark horse in Pokemon Stadium. Dugong has the best moves.
Yes.
And no one thinks of this. So does Starmie. Starmie
is strong.
Or is it Staryu?
Starmie is the evolved.
That's what I thought. I was typing notes. So we're doing drugs and bugs right now, which is antibiotics and stuff and microbiology. So all of the bacteria and viruses and stuff. And so there's a ton of memorization. And there's I made a Pokemon joke in my notes so that I could remember things. And it's actually working.
Well, that's good.
I love Jolteon. Jolteon's one of my favorites. I always put Jolteon on my Pokemon Stadium team. And yes, I think, what is Seal in your Emberblade book?
No, Chikorita's in the Emberblade. Seal is just in my pile of currently unused bookmarks. That I was using for something. I think I was using it for Wheel of Time. Actually, Machoke is in Red Rising. So I actually don't know what's in Gulag Archipelago.
Did you already finish Red Rising?
I did, yes.
Because it's so good.
It is good.
Aren't you glad you have all of them now?
Yes. Yes, This is great.
I can't wait for you to read Golden Sun because I think Golden Sun is the best out of all 4 of the ones that I have read so far. I haven't read Dark Age because I just haven't been in a mood to be destroyed yet because I know that it's like grimdark and I'm not ready for it. But I think the Seal of Time.
The Seal of Time, yes.
Jake, what are you reading right now?
Most people say Golden Sun is like their favorite or very good.
So, you know how in Stormlight Archive, there's some moments where you're just like, This fight is just so good.
Book 2, part 3. Yes.
There's just really good moments.
Yes.
There are a couple of those in Golden Sun, and that's why I think it's my favorite.
Oh boy, that's awesome.
Yes. And you'll know what they are when you read them, and you'll be like, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I know what's wrong with me. I just had coffee not too long ago.
Oh no. I didn't sign up for this. Someone help.
You're caffeinated all the time. You've seen me caffeinated before. I'm not that bad. At least I didn't have an energy drink. You do got to get your act together. Wait. Which series? Red Rising or Stormlight Archive? Because that makes a difference.
Or Wheel of Time.
No one cares about Wheel of Time.
That's probably true. Except for the people who do care about it. And they care a lot about it.
I will finish. I will finish the first book. It took me 3 times to get through the Gunslinger, so.
You can do it. You probably just need to not be taking classes and stuff, and then you'll be able to.
Yeah, we got there was one slide on our PowerPoint yesterday. It was like, these are all the drugs you need to know, and everything was in the smallest print possible, and the entire slide was just filled with it. And I was like, I'm in pain.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
That's the Simpsons meme.
Yes, that was me. That and coupled with the one that's the dog in the kitchen when it's on fire and he's just sitting there and he's like,
this is fine.
It's fine. Those are the 2 things. My med school class has a dank memes chat, and that stuff gets real dark. I think I posted a meme today that was a Xanax lollipop. I really think that, I don't know exactly. Ooh, Drawing of the Three. I really like that one. That's one of my favorites from the ones that I've read. Well, I've only read the first 3, but Red Rising's really fast to go through. It reads, I think it's like watching a Michael Bay film. It's like watching a Transformers movie. It's so entertaining. There's flashes and bangs and all sorts of crazy stuff going on. And then Stormlight Archive is quite the experience. And then Wheel of Time is harder. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Lord of the Rings, but slower.
But yeah, slower. I'm trying to find, so they keep saying this is for fans of Lord of the Rings will really like the Emberblade and that it's a modern Lord of the Rings. But I have not gotten that so far, except for literally a couple quotes that pretty much sound exactly like they came from Lord of the Rings. There was one in the prologue that was basically another version of, I can't carry it, but I can carry you. And I was like, this is Lord of the Rings. This is a little bit like plagiarism, but not quite.
Yeah. I think it goes for vibes of Lord of the Rings, but it doesn't necessarily go for tropes of Lord of the Rings. In fact, some of the tropes are the opposite of Lord of the Rings. The first inciting incident in the Emberblade, which is on the back of the book. In case
don't read the back of the book.
Yes. If you don't want any spoilers, do not read the back of the book. But it turns the normal Lord of the Rings questing trope on its head immediately, basically.
I've not gotten to the question part yet. Oh, we have a visitor. What up, Alan?
Oh, what up?
Hello.
Y'all usually have more people than this. I was surprised when it was just y'all 2.
Yes.
Yeah, Pete's going to show up after church, which should be around 8 o'clock. And I don't know who else might pop in, but we'll see. How are you?
I'm all right. I'll be in and out. I have a ton of work. I'm going to use these sprints to freaking do work. I'm going to write a test that everyone's going to fail tomorrow.
Oh, no.
That's the spirit.
I'm going to be studying, so.
Here's the thing, Greg.
Yeah.
It's not a skill. I'm not asking them to translate. We talked about the Olympians, the Olympian gods. And tomorrow they have a test. I would like them to know the Roman name of said Olympians, what they are the god of, and what their symbols are, the symbols that the Romans would have used to. And so I'm going to give them a multiple choice test tomorrow on that information. And they're just not going to bother learning it, and they're going to fail it. Every year I give this test, and about 20% fail, about 10% gets a D, and the others will be, I mean, of varying quality, because they're just not going to do it. And then they're like, it's like, I'm just not good at it. It's too hard. It's like, what's too hard? It's not a skill. You're not, like, there's no skill involved. You're just memorizing a chart. Just memorize a chart. Go read Percy Jackson.
I feel like I could pass that test.
They have had, what they mean is that it's too hard to do from tonight to take the test tomorrow. They got this information last Thursday. So that is what they think is too hard. It's too hard to learn in an evening, which maybe, but you have poor time management skills. It's not my problem.
Do you have like a couple gunner students or like a couple really good ones that actually
I have a bunch of really good kids, but that's not really the majority. I do have a ton of really good kids though. Yeah, a bunch of people kill it. They'll be done in literally, they'll finish the 50 questions 5 minutes, and then they'll hand it there, and then they'll sit there, and then they read in that downtime instead of like, you know.
Wait, can they be on their phones in your school? Can they like be on them?
Okay, here are things that they can do in my school. Have their phone, not show up for class with no consequences, be tardy for class with no consequences, turn something in that I assigned on the first day of school on the last day of school, retake any assessment they fail. These are all the things that they can do in my district.
Wait, so do they get points marked off for turning it in late?
Oh, you're definitely not allowed to take points off for turning it in late, because turning something in on time is not mastery. Doesn't have anything to do with mastery of the standards.
It has to do with like being a responsible person, and isn't that part of what you're supposed to learn in high school, is how to be a responsible human?
No. Here's what it's about. In Florida, it is about, in my district especially, it is about graduation rate. Therefore, we must needs push them through the school so that we can continue to get funding, and then brag about, and our superintendent, who is on his like 14th year of superintendent, he can brag about graduation rates. I've taught for the last 10 years, and let me tell you, our graduation rates are up, but more people are not graduating. What we have done is, first we took the graduation requirements and then we put it here. And then they couldn't do that either, so we put it here. And they couldn't do that either. So now it's down here, and we're literally dragging semi-conscious bodies like across the ground to drag them over the bar. More people aren't graduating. We're not improving education. We're just lowering the bar. And then we're like, oh, well, we just graduated more people than we ever have. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's true. That is not an untrue statement. It's just, it's all disingenuous. It's crap. It's crap. We literally, like, college admission offices will literally tell when students call. They're like, oh, you're from the school that lets people retake tests. Our district is known for such things.
Oh boy.
Good Lord. There's so many ethical issues with that. I don't even know where to start.
It's an absolute joke. Florida, public education in America just in general is crap. And Florida is one of the, it's scraping the bottom of the barrel. Now, our governor, with whom I do not always agree, has just declared the end of the FCAT, which is our end of the year standardized high stakes test. So we'll see if that is an improvement. I mean, like, it's trash, like it needs to go. So I'm glad that's gone. But we'll see if any of it improves after that. I don't know. Anyway, so that's, I mean, it's an easy test tomorrow, but it is what it is.
Hey, Evie. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. See, Cersei knows. It was that way in North Carolina. Same crap, same trash. Mm-hmm. Because like their behavior and attendance and punctuality, like turning stuff in on time, that's not part of the standards. So we can't hold them accountable for that. We can't affect their grade based on that. But we will also tout the words, we're going to get them college and career ready.
Oh, because that's going to happen if, they have no sense of responsibility. I almost failed classes because I was tardy too many times. My students, literally students at my school can miss. The only way they get kicked out of a class is if they miss 30 days in a row. If you are missed 29 days and you show up the 30th, the clock resets. Otherwise,
They miss all the time. And the thing is, I can't do anything, but what happens when they miss class? They fail the test because they're not doing any work, because they're certainly not doing it at home. Because that's what they always say. They're like, well, Mr. Walker, I wasn't here Friday, so I didn't get any of this information. I'm like, and I always have to say, if only you had an internet connection at your house where I upload every single thing we do in class every day. And they're like, well, yeah, I don't look at that. I'm like, well, then that sucks, because now you only have one day to memorize that crap instead of the entire weekend that everybody else had. Fools. They are fools. And it is my duty not to teach them Latin, but to separate fools from their folly. And I do my best.
It is a greater calling, Alan.
Fools.
Fool of a chook.
Fools.
And yes, reality will hit them like a bus, and they will fail out of college because they will have absolutely no idea what to do.
Well, that's a 100% chance. Many of them do. Many of them do. They're fools. They're fools. I mean, it's just, I have a lot of really good, intrinsically motivated children, and that they're fantastic. It's the other ones that are just, they are what caused me to do, because I always have to do more work because they're never there. So I can't like close the book on a test because, oh, well, I got to get this kid to make it up. And then, oh, well, I failed because I didn't do anything. So now I've got to freaking find a way to reassess these children. And so it doubles, triples, quadruples my workload, and it fills me with rage. And I at night take Merlin's cauldron and I cast Saxon curses upon it.
That should be the intro to your next video. We need a wizard, Alan. You can borrow Andrew's hat.
Yeah, you're taking Andrew's spot.
Yes. Well, I know you're going to be working during our sprints, and I'm going to be doing a lot of flashcards and studying and stuff. But what are you reading right now?
I am currently reading Hyperion because I have the Shelf Space live show on Sunday. So I have to get through that. I just finished Dragonfly Falling yesterday.
I heard it was amazing.
It was very good. And Hyperion is good, but I'm just like, how did I understand this book, 15 years ago when I first read it? Like, I barely understand all the technobabble references now. Mm-hmm. So Hyperion's a pretty pretentious book. Like, it's pretty pretentious. Anybody's like, this is an incredibly accessible, no, it is not. No, it is not. It is, but it's good. I like it. And I figured it out. It's definitely the poet that I was thinking of. And from like his first introduction, because I thought there was an evil clown in this, there isn't.
What?
But from his first introduction, the poet is described as like demonic. I remember the poet very, very vividly, but I don't know why I thought he was a clown, but I definitely remember him. I definitely remember the poet.
And the poet's not the Shrike?
No, the Shrike is this spiky dude.
I have the first two books in the Cantos, but I haven't read them. So
I've only read the first two books. I have not read Endymion or Rise of Endymion. I've only read the first two. And again, many moons ago.
Many moons. We got some new people. How are you, Ben and Evie and everybody else?
Ben just finished Empire. There's Jake, social elitist.
Yeah.
Actually, social teist. It looks so. It's so obvious there when it's like two words.
Yes.
But in Discord,
in Discord, I'm like socialista. I said that's like how I read it the first time.
I always read it as social elitist. I'm like, I guess, okay.
Yeah. I love it. I guess we could sprint in 6-ish minutes once we hit the 30 mark. I like doing easy math. But
easy math. Yeah.
Easy math.
Fan of math.
There's entirely too much math on my exam. But yeah.
What's it for?
What's
it for? Exam for what? Exam for what?
We're doing pharmacology right now, and so you have to do calculations about dose rates and how long the drug will stay in the body, how long it takes for it to clear out. So like half-life, so you know how often to dose something, and so that you don't give them too much, because different drugs will stay in the system for different amounts of time.
So you would know how long my extended release medication stays in my system?
I should, yeah. Theoretically.
Okay, so how long does my 25 milligram extended release Adderall stay in my system?
Oh God.
What is the half-life of amphetamethodone or whatever it's called, whatever the generic thing for it.
Methylamphetamine.
There you go.
I can see how Alan's students fail his tests.
Why?
This is just a very like, what is the answer?
Look,
Kate,
they
tell me.
never underestimate the power, how hard students will try to mess something up. I could give them a multiple choice question that says, what language class is this? A, Latin, B, spiders, C, ice cream, D, it's raining. And they would still miss it. They would still miss it. There is no question too easy. No question too easy that they will not find a way to botch. They are bound and determined to just be like, you know what, Miss Walker, you said this was easy. I'm going to show you. I'm going to fail. Stick it to the man. So they're done.
Got him.
Okay, so
understand
your Adderall has a half-life of 10 hours, and it usually takes 4 to 5 half-lives to get out of your system. So, which is why they give you extended release, because then it's supposed to last in your body for the whole 24 hours. And then by the time you take the next one, you'll still be at steady state, which is where you want the drug to make its effect in your body.
Because I was on IR, and it would, like, after 4 hours, I'm like, where's my medicine? So now I'm on the extended release.
Some people take an extended release in the morning, and then they'll get like an immediate release to pop in the afternoon to like help bring it
I
down.
use my my IR right after school because I have so much work after school to do. So.
I'm nervous because I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was a kid, but they didn't have Adderall. They only had Ritalin, and Ritalin gave me migraines, so I couldn't take it. Gotcha. And I was never put back on medication, so I feel like I've just been playing life on hard mode.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I don't want to play on hard mode anymore, and I'm having a hard time studying, and so I'm going to get retested.
Yeah.
I'm nervous to get on medication for it because I don't know how it's going to affect me.
I was just like a few months ago, beginning of the summer, my doctor finally thought, because I've been going to treat my anxiety and depression, and the SSRIs were, I'm like, I'll be depressed or I'll be just tired again. Like, I'm just not. Like, we tried every because I've been on them before, and we tried all the other ones, and it's just making me too tired. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care how depressed I am. I'm not going to be this tired. I'm just not going to do it. And so, shockingly, the Adderall has worked because it has allowed me to focus, because much of my anxiety and depression is from not finishing tasks that need to be done. And so this has helped me feel less overwhelmed, which has lessened my anxiety and depression. It's not fixed, but I mean, I have felt considerably better, which is weird that, you know, it's treating my anxiety and depression, but it's a freaking upper or whatever.
The brain is a miraculous thing. I'm hoping that helps me too, because I've been waking up like panicking every morning because of my anxiety, and then it just like sets the tone for my whole day, and then I'm just panicking all day. So, oh yay! Jake says that's good.
Yeah, this summer, like last year, Christine and I were like, we cannot repeat last year. Last year was the hardest year that we have both had, and it was my hardest year teaching, and it was the hardest year for both of us, like emotionally and stuff. And we were just like, we cannot. Like, we were always fine, but like our personal mental healths were just, you know, so we were like, we got to figure something out. So this summer, and school is very stressful, and it's just constant work. It's just like, I just don't want to work all the bloody time. And, but I am handling it significantly better than I did last year, where I was always one failed electronic device away from like a complete meltdown, just a complete meltdown. I remember I just had a really bad, just emotional breakdown, because one night I was trying to freaking edit a video, and my stupid editor crashed on me, and that was it. And that was that. I had no more bandwidth, and I just sat and rocked on the floor for like an hour and a half because I was just done. I was done. So things are much better now.
I'm glad.
Yeah, editing software crashing. Mine doesn't like autosave, and it's like the only program I've used since, I don't know, 2005 that doesn't autosave. So yeah, I've had that happen, and that's like literally the worst.
What do you use?
DaVinci.
Oh.
DaVinci doesn't autosave.
It does not autosave. Yeah.
I was gonna try DaVinci. I downloaded it and then I opened it up, and I know they say it has like a steep learning curve, and I just looked at it and was like, absolutely freaking not. And so I asked Klaus what he uses, and I just bought Movavi, and it's so easy and works for me, and it autosaves. So.
I learned on DaVinci on my laptop, and my poor little lappy could not handle it. And so I switched to Filmora 9, and my laptop could handle that a little better. And then I finally got a better PC, and I still use Filmora 9. And I once updated to Filmora 10, and it like removed a bunch of quality of life upgrades that I had. For example, it highlighted the timeline with bolder, because I lower my volume because I shout, I'm just too loud. So it made it like the outline of the timeline flipping. I couldn't see where the sound breaks were because they were just too fat where it previously didn't. In addition, it didn't show how long my total clip was at the top of the bar when Filmora 9 did it. And this is the straw that broke the camel's back. I have my freaking Filmora set to backup save every 5 minutes because I don't remember to save. So it backs up every 5 minutes. And I had that activated in Filmora 10. And I lost an hour and a half progress because even though I have it set to, this may have been my meltdown day, because even though I had it set to backup save every 5 minutes, it didn't. And the next day, I said, Leslie, how do you deal with this program? She's like, oh, I didn't update mine. I still use Filmora 9. So I emailed them and I said, look, I'm not going to pay for this anymore, and I'm going to go somewhere else if I cannot go back to Filmora 9. And they sent me the link to Filmora 9, and now it always wants me to update. And I say, you can go, screw you and the horse you rode in on. I'm not updating your piece of trash software. I'm keeping Filmora 9. And so that's what I use, because I just like, why would you make, it's like Windows where, hey, all that stuff that you liked in that previous iteration? Yeah, we got rid of all that. We got rid of all that and made it way more complicated. So
that was
enjoy.
Windows 10.
Yeah, Windows 10. Oh my gosh.
It sucks.
It's so
what
annoying.
the best Windows was? Windows 7. And everyone knows it.
Yep.
Everyone knows Windows 7 was the best.
Exactly.
I remember using Windows 97 back when I was in elementary school.
Win 95.
Yes.
Oh, Win 98 rather. It was 95 to 98, and then it was Windows.
2000.
Then it was Windows
2000.
Windows ME, and then XP. XP. Oh, I forgot about XP.
XP was solid. I think that's what we had for like a long time.
Yeah, I feel like they should have stuck with a naming convention and not jumped all over the place, though, because it's confusing.
XP was good, but then Windows 7 was excellent. And then they're like, hey, you know what everyone loves? Touch screens. What if we did Windows 8?
I don't even think I used Windows 8. Did anyone actually have it?
I did.
No.
At one point.
I had Windows 8. I hated it. It forced me to. And now, when did Windows 10 put that stupid weather bar on my taskbar that pops up when I don't want it to? I didn't ask to put it there, and I don't know how to get rid of it. But if my mouse, it's not if I hover over it. If my mouse is within 3 meters of it, it's like, oh, you're hovering here. You want to see what the weather is? Look. And I can't get rid of it.
I've never actually noticed this weather bar here, but it is here on my. Do
you see it?
Yes. I don't have the hover problem.
Wait, where is this weather bar?
It's at the bottom right near your clock.
Oh, and the whole thing pops up.
See?
Why?
If you even acknowledge it exists, the thing is, now that y'all have seen it and acknowledge it exists, that thing's gonna pop up all the time because it knows. It knows. You want to see the weather?
No, I really don't. I really don't.
Mine looks like it's not set up properly, so maybe that's why it doesn't pop up anything.
That's good. I should not set mine up properly. See? See? Winter Kate knows. Thank you, Kate. Thank you for that justification. Samson, do not chase that cat! Sam! Hey! Samson! Come back!
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
R.I.P. cat.
I hope the cat is okay. There's drama unfolding.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh, I'm so worried right now. Vista. Yeah, but then you'd be stuck with a Mac, and who wants a Mac?
Yeah, Mac, no bueno. Vista, people complained about that, right?
I have an iPad, and that's the only Mac product I will use. I would say like now would be a good time to start reading, but I'm incredibly invested in what happens to this cat. So
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I'm worried.
I feel like Alan running, like if I were a small cat, Alan like yelling and running towards me is probably like would make me run away more.
It sounds like
But
his dog was going after the cat, though.
yeah, it sounded like, yeah, I don't even know. Jeez.
I don't know because he's in his garage, Evie. So I'm assuming, I don't know if Samson was in like the front yard, but maybe he went after someone else's cats. That's what I'm worried about.
I have no
Well,
idea.
and their cats, but I feel like
are they like indoor cats? I don't even know.
I think that they're indoor cats.
Yeah, so I think like maybe they started like running. That's my prediction.
Well, he wouldn't go after their cats because they're like he's used to their cats.
No, it like his own cat got out somehow or something.
Why would Samson try to bite their own cat though? If Samson knows the cats.
No. Samson is there's only one cat. Like, isn't one of his cats named Samson?
No, Samson's the dog.
Oh,
They have a dog, and then they have Ava and Spurgeon is the other cat. I know the tension is palpable. I'm worried.
oh boy, this is like CNN reporters. Actually, no.
You come on, Greg. Now you have to report.
Yeah, this would be like a dark memory, but I remember I like turned ESPN on the day of the like Boston Marathon bombing, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, like what do we do?" Like was this and like people didn't know if it was intentional right away and stuff, and like but ESPN was like the best outlet to report because their like reporters were already there.
Well, covering the marathon. Obviously.
Yes. Yep. So we are like thrust into this position of covering the Alan dog drama.
Yes, we are. Oh, Magnus is here.
Magnus.
I know. We can't even sprint until we know what's going on. I don't even...
Yeah, we need like an infographic.
Or just like a ticking thing along the bottom.
Oh, Alan muted himself.
No, I muted him because Evie was correct. In case it's something bad, we don't want to hear the death throes of a cat or something.
That's true. Oh my gosh.
Once when I was like 13, I was walking in my neighborhood, like where my dad and my stepmom lived, and we had a big black lab, and he was walking with us, and someone's dog like, uh-oh. Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I muted you just in case it was something really bad.
No, freaking like so. Since the bloody hurricane, we don't actually have a freaking fence in our backyard anymore. We do, but it's like we don't have a door on the fence over here. So he's out back using the bathroom, and Christina took her eyes off him, and apparently he ran up to the front. I saw the neighbor's cat over by her car, out the garage because I'm in the garage, and I saw the cat and I saw the dog run, and I knew it was going to be a disaster because the dog chases cats, not my cats. He lives with cats, doesn't chase them at all. But the cat's outside, he chases. And I don't know why, because he's had his nose torn up multiple times because he does this. And he did it, and he didn't stop. You heard me shout. I apologize. He doesn't stop when Christina shouts. He often stops when I'll shout because I'm louder. And he didn't. And instead, he ran over to the neighbor's yard and kept attacking the dang cat. And so the cat scratched the crap out of his face. He's got blood in his mouth, blood in his nose. Dumb dog. Like, he knows. My problem is that the dog knows. Like, Samson knows he's not supposed to do that. He knows because we've had him trained. He's usually really good. But the problem is he's off his leash, and he just... We don't like to take him on the leash in the backyard. We want to let him run around. So we don't have to, leash him up so he can run around. It's fine. But the problem is then he does this stupid crap. And then he's stuck on leash forever. So it's like, sorry, bud, like you can't play because you can't be trusted not to chase the bloody neighbor cats. The cat's fine. The cat is fine. Oh, that cat scratched the crap out of him. But it was like he was just sitting there tussling with it. And it's jumping up like he's not biting it. We don't know why he chases them. We don't know what he wants because he's not trying to bite them. He's not trying to hurt them. He just gets in their face and he chases them. And he kept doing it. So we don't really understand why he does it, but he does it. And it's infuriating. The cat is fine. The cat is fine. He's not attacking it. He just bloody chases the dang thing.
Is he okay?
He is fine. He's upset because both me and his mom yelled at him.
Mhm.
He usually is not yelled at by his mother. So with Christina is coming at him like, you know, being like, hey, no, bad dog. He is put up currently. If his crate was open, we'd put him in his crate, but we took his crate down in a while because he doesn't really need it. But he's a good dog. He's a really good dog, but I do not understand it. Yeah, Samson chases the squirrels too. The problem is like he's way too dumb and slow to get the squirrels. The squirrels are way faster than he is. And I don't think the cat saw Samson. And so it was by the car over here. He didn't see Sam until Sam was like right around the car. And so the cat didn't have time to like escape like they usually do. Freaking dog stressing me out.
I can't imagine Christina yelling at anyone or anything. So it's gotta be.
She does not. It does not happen often, but she was not pleased. So yeah, the cat and the dog are both fine. I apologize. But yeah, that was wise muting just in case. But we had to go freaking chase down because it's a neighbor's cat. Like, do not hurt the neighbor's cat, please. He didn't hurt anything. He's a bonehead. He's so boneheaded. Ugh, stupid dog.
Now you got your adrenaline running.
Which makes me mad. I don't want my dang adrenaline running. I want to write a freaking test. Now I don't want to see. Look, I got blood on my hands. Look at that.
Oh.
It's from the dog's face. This coffee cup is empty and has been sitting here for 3 days on this table in the garage, and I almost drank from it. This is the coffee cup I'm currently using.
Well, they look exactly the same. So.
I know. We have like 6 of the same one. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I don't understand it. He doesn't do it with our cats. He does not give a crap about our cats running around or whatever. So weird. I think he's just really curious.
Probably. Shall we actually start reading now?
Sorry about that.
Time for the sprints. Now that Alan has done a real sprint, he can do a reading sprint.
Seriously, because my garage door isn't fully open. It's like open like this, so I had to like pew, and like do an Indiana Jones slide under it.
Did you grab the idol?
No, I made sure I got my hat. That's the most important part.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So do we want to do a half an hour? 40
Sure.
minutes?
Let's do it.
No, that's not right. I gotta edit that. All right. So we'll come back. Ooh, we can make a thing scroll along the bottom.
Yeah.
Look at this. We could have done a breaking news. We could have. No, we were joking that Greg could be a newscaster doing a live update on this dog cat situation. You could have practiced his voice.
That would be hilarious.
All right, so
we have a developing story. It seems that in northern Florida, a man is chasing his dog to try to, well, we don't really know what he's doing yet, but we will have more news at the top of the hour.
Chasing a dog that is chasing a cat.
Yes.
All right, guys, we will see you in half an hour. Happy reading.
Indeed. See ya.
standard we read, the institution one above it says rice. But I'll never go in there again.
Yeah, well.
If you bring it here, I know it's going to be a chimichanga, and you took the order, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, who the fuck checks their order before they leave?
You are unmuted.
I was unmuted.
Sorry. I like accidentally disconnected all of my stuff, and when I reconnected it. Sorry, guys.
Look, I like Jimmy John's as much as the next guy.
I haven't had my wine yet. Just wait till I have my wine.
Sorry, guys.
Hello.
I have
Hello?
2 pages until I'm done with my chapter.
2 what?
2 pages until I'm done with my chapter.
So close. So close. Is that George?
Yes.
Oh, pretty kitty. Happy kitty.
You guys missed the cat butt. Like, she's like, her butt was like right at the camera. All you could see was her butthole. So,
Oh, cats.
they're great. As we can tell from earlier's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, George. I'm sorry.
See, Greg, this is why cats are your animal soulmate. Because your
Yes.
butt and cats like to put their butts in your face. Correct?
Yes. Cats are better than dogs. It's true story. Also, oh my gosh. So I wasn't trying to do this, but I was asked before what bookmark is in Gulag Archipelago.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that?
Is that execute?
Yes, and I didn't even realize the grimdark irony or whatever.
That's terrible.
Yes.
That's so terrible.
I did not do that intentionally, but yes.
I'm trying to figure out who has feedback. Is it me?
I don't think it's you.
It's not me
I don't
because I
know.
muted myself. So
You're not muted.
Well, not anymore.
I was before.
Well,
You get test questions done, Alan?
No, I mean, I finished one of them, and then I spent the rest of the time in there with the dog and talking to Christina, and then I just got back out here before the sprint was done, so it wasn't super productive. But I did finish one thing, but it was really just formatting. I'm like, I was going to change some of the questions. I'm like, you know what, this test is fine as is.
Is there like a internet system to input that will format tests for you, or do you have to just do them in a Word document?
I do them in a Word doc.
That's so annoying. That's what I had to do when I was a TA. I guess I just thought real teachers would have software or something.
I mean, they do if you teach a core subject where everything's kind of standardized, you're all doing the same thing on the same curriculum, that kind of thing. But for me, no, I gotta do it all myself. Gotta do it all myself.
How is the dog's nose? Interested parties want to know.
He's fine. We're just concerned that we think the cat's okay because the neighbors haven't come over to yell at us. But if he hurts that cat, we'll have to put our dog down, and we don't want to put our dog down. If your animal attacks the neighbor's animal and hurts the neighbor's animal, you gotta put the dog down. It's dangerous. You're not allowed to have a dangerous dog.
I was taught if it bit a person, but not another pet.
I don't think you're allowed to have your dog hurt someone else's pet either. At the very, I hope you're right. I hope that's fine. But at the very least, we'd be on the, I don't know, making things uncomfortable. We'd be on the hook for vet bills, all that kind of stuff. So I think the cat's fine. Again, they haven't come over here, so I'm assuming that the cat's okay. Sam is in a room in his bed by himself.
No,
having a think.
Time out.
I went in there and sat with him for a little bit. We'll let him out soon. He's got room, and I didn't lock him in the room under the stairs. He's fine. He's just gonna spend some time alone.
Gonna be Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Covered in
Dog.
You're Dobby, Greg, aren't you?
I'm Dobby. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you Dobby?
I don't know. I can't even keep up with all my nicknames or the
The one on his.
Why would you want to be Dobby?
I don't know. I don't choose my nicknames.
Oh, did Katrina give you a
Yes.
sock? I think
Yes.
gave you a sock.
Yes. I don't know why she gave me a sock though. Katrina, why did you give me a sock?
Dobby's the worst.
Dobby is a nice elf.
Dobby's the worst.
You missed all the drama, Vish. You missed all the drama.
Yep.
But all the animals are okay.
I was forced to become a CNN reporter.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I really twisted your arm for that one.
Yep.
Winky is the best elf. Winky was the best elf, and she wasn't in the movies, and it was a travesty.
They were all terrible.
Winky's adorable. She's just drunk on butterbeer because she's had so much trauma.
Pass.
She's like Dobby's girlfriend.
No. You know who the hero is? Lucius Malfoy.
What?
Lucius Malfoy is the real hero.
Oh no.
Stopping Dobby from running around being irresponsible. Get to work, Dobby. Get to work. Dobby sucks.
Alan is team slave master here.
No,
Well,
only when Dobby sucks.
Alan hates Samwise Gamgee too, so I don't really necessarily trust all of his
Sam is fine. He's just like.
So then is Creature your favorite?
If I have to choose a house elf, yes, Creature is my favorite. I would prefer them all. I would prefer the Death Eaters just like remove that fantasy creature from the world and put them somewhere else.
Hermione would be very angry at you because
you think I give a crap what Hermione with her frizzy hair thinks about me? The answer is I do not.
With her frizzy hair.
Do you know what I would do? I would fail Hermione because she wouldn't be able to handle it. So I'd purposely give her a bad grade to watch her freak out. That's what I would do to Hermione.
You're so mean.
Alan's Harry Potter tier list would break the internet.
I wanna
Harry Potter
see
character
this
tier
now.
list, yeah.
I like Hermione just fine, but she ain't gonna talk back to me. Sit down, child. You are a student. Sit. I do not care what McGonagall lets you get away with. Sit down. Sit down. Stop raising your hand. Let someone else answer. Quit being a know-it-all.
Who would be your like teacher best friend at Hogwarts?
My teacher best friend?
Yeah, if you were a teacher at Hogwarts.
I do like McGonagall. I would turn stuff into weasels just to hear her say, "Is that a student?" Just for that. Every time we watch Goblet of Fire, I rewind that part because I love Maggie Smith going, "Is this a student?" I love it. It's my favorite part of that movie. So, I love McGonagall. She's all right. I would hang out with Richard Harris Dumbledore. I would not hang out with Michael Gambon Dumbledore.
What about Professor
Flitwick?
Flitwick. There we go.
Is that the plant guy? What does Flitwick do?
No.
Potions? What does he do?
Flitwick is the charm, the little man.
Charm? No, I wouldn't hang out with him. Or the plant lady.
The
Or
herbology professor?
no, with a screaming mandrake baby. And I wouldn't hang out with freaking weird stare into a crystal ball. Like stay in your attic.
Professor
Trelawney.
Trelawney?
She could stay in her attic. I'd probably hang out with Snape. And
I figured you'd say that.
I would play. But the problem is, I'd be like, Snape, look over there. You see that?
He's
see that?
an
You see that,
edgelord.
Snape?
He's an edgelord.
No. I would say, Snape. You see that? Look over there. Those are two attractive, intelligent women who are single. You should go date one of them and get over the fact that your crush who didn't choose you died, and go date someone else because you're really harshing everybody's vibe, Snape, and you need to get over it.
Are you gonna be his wingman?
Hagrid?
Never?
Oh my gosh, Hagrid. Let me tell you the worst part of those movies with Hagrid. I like Hagrid. I do like Hagrid. The worst part is, I shouldn't have said that. I really shouldn't have said that. It's
Every time.
It's so stupid. Like, it's just such a dumb plot device. I have to find a way to get these kids information, but I have no actual way of doing it. Let's just have Hagrid. I don't like that. So I like Hagrid, though. I would hang out with Hagrid as animals. What else?
I'd love to drink with Hagrid because I'd learn everything. I'd be like, yeah, let's have a few beers and
yeah, Hagrid would be okay. Who else is there?
And then he'd tell me everything
under the table.
What other professors do they have?
They have a shockingly small number of professors. Like that castle is massive.
How big are those classes then? The class size has to be 50 if they've got only like a couple professors. You know what I would do?
Funding.
I would take off points of Gryffindor like it was my job, because talk about freaking like biased against every other one but Gryffindor. I'd be like, oh, guess what? Oh, sorry, you were late. Minus 100 from Gryffindor. Guess what, Hufflepuff? I like the cut of your jib today. 50 points to Hufflepuff. I like that top. 10 points to Hufflepuff. Hey, Ravenclaw, I like that book you're reading. 20 points to Ravenclaw. Gryffindor, shut up, talking. Minus 20. Minus 20. Oh, showing me cheek. Minus 20. Gryffindor is so favored in that school. It's not even kind of fair. They should write a letter to the board.
What about Mad-Eye Moody?
Mad-Eye Moody, fired. Get out. See now I don't just work there, guys. Now I'm actually the dean. I'm actually the dean of the school. So now I have power. I don't think Dumbledore has power over staffing though. I think he's just like the principal. I don't think he actually gets to hire anybody. Does he?
I don't know.
Well, guess what?
I think he does hire people. He hires Slughorn.
It's now a private school. I've purchased it.
He hires Slughorn.
Fired. Get out.
What about Umbridge?
Umbridge, never hired in the first place. Fired.
She was the one that was forced to be hired by the Ministry.
By the Ministry of Magic?
Yeah.
He's fired too.
What about Professor Lockhart?
Lockhart, yeah.
Lockhart,
super fired.
No. Are you kidding? Lockhart stays. You put him in charge of creative writing.
That's true.
Creative writing classes.
Yeah. Well, I'm expanding the curriculum, make these more well-rounded children.
Professor Binns, the ghost history teacher who's super boring.
Yes, history of magic.
He's a ghost.
Fired.
You can't get rid of him though. He's a ghost.
Moaning Myrtle fired.
She's not a teacher.
Well, guess what? I'm calling the Ghostbusters. Getting
He
rid of
goes
them.
to the bathroom on the 3rd floor.
Gone. I'm gonna clean this place up. I'm gonna hire Greg. Greg,
what would I teach?
You're gonna teach. You're gonna teach wizard economics. You're gonna teach orconomics. You're gonna teach orconomics at Hogwarts. Evie, you're hired. You are now the new. I fired Trelawney. Guess what? Your job now. You are now in charge of crystal balls.
Divination.
And yeah, there you go. That's you. You're the new divination teacher. Kate, congratulations. You're hired. You are now you're the anatomy physiology teacher.
Potions.
I give you potions, yeah.
That's right. You know the half-life of Adderall potions.
Yes. God, I drug all the students.
Headless Nick. No, Headless Nick is John Cleese. He stays.
Nearly
I already have divination materials, so
there you go. Look, already there. You know what? Performance review exceeds expectations. You get a raise.
Woo! You did great on all your owls.
Correct, Jake.
Already a better school system than Northern Florida.
Okay, Cersei, magical agriculture. There you go. I just
Herbology.
fired the whatever lady. Guess what? I also changed the rules of Quidditch. Quidditch is gone. It's now called Walker Quidditch. And in Walker Quidditch, goals that are scored matter. There is no golden snitch that ends the game. Done. There's a golden snitch that gives you 5 points. There you go. If you catch it, 5 points. It does not determine the game. The game is determined by goals because otherwise it is a pointless game. Change the rules. Done.
I feel like people would ignore the snitch, probably, right?
Oh, well, guess what? What they do now is ignore the goals.
That's true. That is true.
Okay, cool. We'll get rid of the snitch. Snitch is gone. Yeah. Score goals on brooms with your beater stick and stuff. There you go. Fixed it. It's fixed. I fixed everything.
I still we got to keep the crazy whatever balls that shoot into people.
Yeah. Also,
the buzzers?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Also, Slytherin, we're canceling it. Slytherin's gone because Slytherin, it didn't start out that way, but Slytherin's filled with a bunch of douchebags. They're gone. We're adding a new house, and its mascot is, what can we make it? The dolphin. It's the dolphin, and it was founded by Delphina Delgado, and its colors are, I don't know, like silver and gold. And so there you go. Slytherin's gone. Dolphins. Its main trait is being fun at parties. There you go.
Nice.
There's a strict no douchebag policy at Hogwarts. If you even scowl and say Potter, gone.
There apparently was a trend on TikTok of people saying just the Potter, and they would tag Tom Felton in it, and he would review all of them on TikTok, and
that's awesome. I didn't know you knew how to read. Oh, Draco. So yeah, so now I fixed it. There is no the defense against the dark arts teacher. Do you know who that is? It's the happiest, most well-adjusted teacher on staff. My wife now teaches defense against the dark arts.
Oh.
It is no longer a like secret Death Eater. Like Dumbledore, what are you doing? Who is staffing your school? Like, what are you doing? So it's fixed. There you go. I have now made a more efficient Hogwarts. The Wizarding World is fixed. No
What
more
about-
Death Eaters.
What about Lupin?
Remus Lupin?
I love
would say,
him.
when he applied to teach at my school, I would ask, "Are you a werewolf? Because you have two wolf-themed names, weirdly." And so anybody approaching me with two animal-themed names, I would ask if they were an animorph. And if they were, I would not hire them because they could injure students. But is Remus alive? If he's alive, he can
No,
stay.
he's
Oh,
not.
he's dead. Rip.
Spoiler
Rip
alert.
Remus. Oh,
If he's
spoiler
alive,
alert
then
for a
Harry
book
Potter.
that's 20 years old.
Animagus.
What did I say?
Animorph.
What is the difference?
Animorph was like a kid's book series where
Oh, what did they do? What did they do in that?
I mean, but in Harry Potter, it's an animagus.
Yeah, but it's turning animals. Like whatever. It's turning animals. So yeah, Filch. What does Filch teach? Charms?
He doesn't teach anything. He's the janitor and he's a jerk face.
He is the grumpy man.
Oh yeah, no more grumpy janitors. Like no more grumpy janitors. We want to smile. We want to teach the kids the value of hard work, to take pleasure in a job well done. So yes, K Fox, congratulations. You're the groundskeeper, or I guess that's Hagrid. So I guess you're the custodian. You're the custodian, and you can have whatever animal you want. We'll train it to talk, and it follows you around, and also, but you got to make sure in your rounds you roust goons from the bathroom. So if those wizard kids start hanging out in the bathroom in like groups of 7 or 8, take their vape away from them and then get them out of the bathroom, send them to class. Other than that, just, make sure the school looks good.
So what are your opinions on the unusually large amount of people that have floral names?
That have names that are flowers?
Yeah.
Like Lily and Rose.
Narcissus.
Petunia.
I mean, it's very strange. It's almost as strange as the fact that everyone has alliterative names. Like everyone has, there are many, many people who have first names that start with the same letter as their last name, which is very strange.
Pinson, Parvati Patil.
It is very, very convenient that the 4 founders of Hogwarts all have alliterative names. That was a very, it's a very good coincidence.
Madame Pomfrey. Kate, you've got to be Madame Pomfrey.
What does Madame Pomfrey do?
She's the nurse woman. She's the healer.
Is she the one with the sick room where everybody's turned to stone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, V, you're in there. You're just, hanging out with the statues. Skella
No
girl.
one wants to be Lavender Brown.
I don't even know who that is.
She's
Fired.
the girl who's like creeping on Ron and like his obsessive girlfriend.
Oh, kicked out. I reviewed her application. I reviewed her permanent record. Gone. Fired. See you, Lavender. Ron can stay.
Good. I don't know.
But only if he stops moping. If it's book 6 and 7, Ron, expelled. Sorry. Back to London.
When he follows his heart back to Hermione, he stops being so sad.
No, Mopey pop in the tent and being like, "What's going on here?" Fired. Oh, sorry. Expelled. Kicked out.
Yeah.
If you two don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed.
Or worse,
Hermione?
expelled.
Oh,
Yes.
what? Expelled.
Yes, it's Hermione. That was my best British accent.
That's pretty good. That's
Solid.
pretty good.
My Harry Potter British accent, which is it's totally its own thing. Because
I have a strict no cheek policy. Students are not allowed to give me cheek as headmaster.
so the Weasleys would have been axed.
Oh yeah, Fred and George gotta go.
Yeah, Fred and George got expelled long ago. Hermione is this close, Hermione.
Oh no, I'm not allowed to do collabs with Anitha until January, so I've got to leave.
Why is this?
Too many jokes.
It's a lot. It's a long chain of jokes.
Yes, I didn't agree to this.
Co-hosting the Buddy Read
just
in
kidding.
January after quite the campaign from Armin.
Anyway, I did not mean to derail this with my.
No, this is hilarious.
I love Harry Potter.
Hogwarts.
I'm all about this. It's just that's a lot of controversial opinions for me, so I'm just listening and going with the flow.
I'm making Hogwarts a safer, more pleasant place to learn.
Are you making Hogwarts great again?
I mean, it wasn't great to start with. The children are dying every fourth quarter. So I'm fixing it so that children are not at risk of their lives in the back half of every year. Like Christmas doesn't mark the countdown to doomsday like it does every year at Hogwarts.
It's fair enough. This is fair enough. Oh, I just realized I still had the reading banner up like this whole time.
Oh no.
My bad.
Also, anyone wearing a hat or any kind of head covering must take it off so I can inspect the back of their head before they are hired as a teacher.
No more secret Voldemorts in the back of the head.
It's ridiculous.
I feel like we're definitely spoiling Harry Potter, but like,
I mean, if you haven't,
if you haven't read Harry Potter, then
I would feel bad if that were the case. But I mean, it's just like, Jake, I like Chamber of Secrets way more than most people do. I don't like Prisoner of Azkaban, which everyone like adores. I like Chamber of Secrets better than Azkaban. So I'm with you, Jake.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that book. The movie, I felt like the movie was done well.
Wait, which one are you talking about, Greg? Prisoner of Azkaban or Chamber of Secrets?
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban, the movie is all sorts of hecka weird because Alfonso Cuarón is weird, put all sorts of weird stuff in there, like talking heads. But the third book is awesome because of Buckbeak. Everyone loves Buckbeak.
I don't. Do you know what the best Harry Potter movies are? The first two.
Well, yeah.
Before it got all emo.
Yeah, Chris Columbus.
And gray toned.
With the OG uniforms and the OG castle.
I love the first two. I like when they're kids and not moody teenagers.
I like the emo stuff.
Well, isn't the fifth one your favorite, Greg?
I do like
Greg.
Yeah, I do like the fifth. It's great.
You're the economics teacher.
Yes, that's true. It's true.
Have you seen the Puppet Pals? Like the angsty Potter Puppet Pals thing, Greg?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I don't even remember that.
I'm angsty. Out on everyone that I love. Angst.
Let's go ball the Snape. Is that one? I don't even know.
Yes.
Bother.
Yes. You were watching Harry Potter with your 3-year-old? Wow. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I like the fourth book better than the fourth movie for sure.
I agree with that.
I think the fourth book is. Oh, we're talking about the fourth book? Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
I love the fifth book. No.
My favorite thing.
They cut so much out of the fifth movie, it sucked.
I thought they cut a ton out of the fourth movie.
They had to.
The fourth movie is so different than the book.
The sixth movie is the worst, though. Can we just agree?
The sixth book is the worst too. We most certainly can agree on that.
What is wrong with you guys? Why do you hate
and movie 6 is garbage.
The book is a lot better than the movie, I think.
Well, the movies. I mean, we're starting at the bottom. That's not a high bar to clear. It's like graduating students at my high school.
Wait, why do you hate the sixth book so much?
Because it's boring. Nothing happens, and nobody cares.
Lots happens. That's where you find out all about Voldemort's backstory and his family.
I found out about Voldemort's backstory in the second book. I knew everything I needed to know.
You didn't know about the Horcruxes?
Oh no! Whatever will I do? Who cares?
In the Gaunts?
Who cares? Again, who cares?
I don't know.
So what? Who
backstory to flesh out the villain?
Did people think that Voldemort needed to be fleshed out? I mean,
yeah.
What about the story of Harry Potter so far strikes us as nuanced characters, especially in Voldemort and the Death Eaters? He has no nose, and he's like, I'm gonna kill Harry Potter for some unknown reason. He's just obsessed. Get a hobby, Voldemort. Go play Magic.
He has reasons. He has lots of reasons.
His reasons are dumb. Half-Blood Prince, don't care. Snape, like, get over it, Snape. Stop.
Snape's
stop.
weird, but
Stop. Guess who else? Draco, you made your bed. You chose poorly. Sucks to be you, Draco. Everybody, gone. Fired. Fired. Kicked out. Expelled. Done. I've expelled book 6. Boom. Rewritten history. Not canon anymore.
Ben, you take that back. Book 7 is my favorite.
All
I
right,
also don't like book 7, Ben, and I don't like the 7th movie because it's camping for 2 hours.
Right? Indeed, Casey, he did. He did.
Well, I was going to say on a different note, Anita, what are you reading?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I did choose violence today. I apologize. I'm gonna reset.
Oh, nice. Dragonfly Falling.
Oh,
yes, nice. Anita. Yes.
So you finished Dune, or did you give up on it?
Yes, I finished it last week.
Did you like it?
Oh
no.
I gave it. I gave it 3.75. I like the setting and all, but I couldn't connect with characters.
Yeah, I can see that. It's all right. All right.
Evie forgives you, I hope. Evie, are you breaking up with Anita in your friendship?
It was fledgling, but it's gonna be slow going from now on. So
friendship over.
Oh no, Evie.
Hey, at least you're not like Abby and giving it 2 stars.
That's a rip.
That made me so sad.
2 stars. That's sad.
Abby did not enjoy it. Is Aaron done with Mass Effect, Evie?
Yes. He finished it 3 nights ago. He's now replaying Until Dawn? No, wait, no, he finished that too. Crap, what is he playing now? I can't remember.
Horizon Zero Dawn?
No, Until Dawn, that like
the horror game?
The one with Rami Malek in it.
Oh yeah, the horror game is yeah, that's good. That's a good game.
Alan, did you like Dragonfly Falling? I did.
I did. I give it 5 stars. I think I like Empire slightly more just because of the structure of Dragonfly, but it is also excellent in different reasons. It is some of the best. There is so much war in that book. Like, oh my gosh, there's so much war, but the sieges are top notch. Like, it is exciting stuff. It should have been split into 2 books, really, but I give it 5 stars. I liked it. I really liked it.
Ross gave only 3 stars. I was worried. I'm only 9 chapters in, but I'm liking it.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. Especially the first like 18 or so chapters are like before the war starts are really, really good, and then the war is also really, really good. It's just different.
So there is another war. I thought already war has started.
It's everywhere. It's freaking everywhere. You know, the wasps are attacking on like 5 different fronts. Freaking wasps. It's really good. So good. I'm glad you like it.
I know the read-along is for the first 4 books, Alan, but are you already planning on doing the entire series?
I will be reading all of them. Yeah, I will be reading all of them. I will probably ask the Discord if the people who are I'm going to see who's still reading them after 4. And if there's still a bunch of people who want to keep going, like I'll probably just keep going on the channel. Just if people are, enjoying live shows and stuff. But I know me and at least like a couple other people are going to read the whole thing just because I'm not going to be able to stop after 4. I like it too much. It was like written for me.
By the way, a slightly related note. Did Made Things ever make it to you, by the way?
Your what?
Made Things by Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Yeah, I told you that, didn't I? I swore I told you when I got it.
You probably did, and I just totally forgot.
Yeah, it did. I did get it. Thank you. Yeah. I want to read that. I've got to catch up. I'm so close to getting caught up. And so I might have some actual margin and bandwidth here next month.
I literally got it done in less than a day. It's like super duper quick. So
what are you reading, Evie? Are you finishing Hyperion?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I just started the priest story, so I'm not far in.
Like I don't know how, like you say, it's like pretentious, so I don't know what it says about me that I'm like, this is great. Yeah. And it's pretentious. So am I pretentious? I don't know.
I mean, I mean, not in a bad way, but you are. I mean, you like some highbrow stuff. You read Jane Austen. Jane Austen's pretty pretentious, I think. But it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that,
I mean,
right?
you're not wrong.
It's fancy. You're fancy. That's what I mean. You're fancy.
Let's put it that way.
But I like Hyperion. I'm liking it way more than I remember liking it at the beginning. Like I'm like, how did I understand this book when I read it back then? I don't know how I would have understood it, but it's really good. It actually helps now that I have the internet. I didn't have the internet last time I read this book. That's how old I am. So I have the freaking Hyperion wiki, so I can look up what a bloody tree ship looks like and what the forecasting is and all of that. I'm like, this is so helpful having a wiki to look up keywords.
I'll probably do that on a reread, but like initially when I got to like the Soldier's Tale and I'm like, what the heck is this? I hate this. But then I got past that and I'm reading more of the stories. I'm like, all right, I'm liking this. And in hindsight, I kind of see what Dan Simmons was doing.
Which story is the Soldiers? Is it, what number is he?
I think he's the second.
Second? I got you. Yeah, I even looked up some art of the characters because I'm like, I cannot picture these people. I need a picture in my head. And so I looked up some fan art and I'm like, cool, that's what I'm going with. And then I looked at a dream casting as well. And I'm like, you know what? That guy is David Tennant in my head now. So
David Tennant, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Listen, Jake, you and I are gonna have to fight about it. It's fine.
What's Greg reading? Are you still reading Red Rising, Greg?
No, I finished it in like 2 days.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's amazing. I haven't like read an entire book in 2 days in probably, I don't know, a few months at least. But this was short enough and I loved it. So
nice. That's awesome.
Yep. I've got like paragraphs of conspiracies that I sent to Casey and and she got distracted by real life and things. So, but yes. Yeah, I love it. I told all the people that read it with you how much I like it and about my conspiracies, and they can't say anything. So I've just been getting awkward, like, oh, like you'll have to read more.
Oh, you have theories about what's going to go on?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That's cool.
Who is Ares?
Yeah, I can't tell you.
I know.
Speaking of Ares, I've been playing a lot of Hades. That's been my obsessive game.
My students tell me to play that all the time. They want me to play it so bad.
Yeah.
It looks pretty fun, but I have not played.
Yeah, Aaron is like, you still haven't made it past Megara, which is like basically the first boss, and I'm like, nope, keep dying, but it's so much fun.
One day I will play.
Yeah, we got it for PS4, and I've been playing it basically nonstop. So I told Aaron, I was like, "Are you regretting not getting it for the Switch now?" Because he's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Well, I'm using your PS4 literally all the time now." Oh, hey Max, what are you doing, Bubba?
I would probably get it for the computer because I don't do the console games anymore. Really.
That makes
Pete,
me sad.
what is up, Pete?
Pete.
Ponderings of Pete. Oh, all right. It's probably time to do a sprint. Oh, Kate, you're back. Okay.
Yeah. Can do another one till 15 after. Let's do 20 after.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Why is my thing not scrolling down? Oh, this is so annoying. It's Wine Wednesday if you want it to be Wine Wednesday. All right. Everyone stop talking, so bye.
Hello.
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 Hi, Pete.
Hello. Hi, Valerie.
Woo.
Many new people now.
Hello.
I did not get much reading because I had to run my dogs out, and then they dragged me all around my apartment complex.
Don't you mean your dog?
no.
Yes, my one dog that multiplies.
Yes. The one dog that you constantly use Photoshop to recreate and you just copy paste the dog into different photos.
Yes. My cloned animal.
Mhm.
What you eating, Pete? Ooh, what flavor is it? Oh, tonight, Joe. That's the good stuff.
It is good stuff. I can neither confirm nor deny there is crack cocaine in here.
Interesting. Interesting.
Fish food or bust, man. Fish food or bust.
Fish food is the bomb. That
That's
is
like
the
no good one.
bomb.
Although Ben and Jerry's tiramisu ice cream is also delicious.
Not tried the tiramisu. I have, however, had Cherry Garcia is my favorite.
Mhm.
Ew! Ew, ew, ew.
Strong feelings.
Yeah, very strong feelings apparently. Ouch. That
I
and
just don't like cherry stuff.
I like half baked too. That's the one that's like half cookie dough and half
Yeah.
brownie batter.
Good.
They actually, my local grocery store finally got back in stock the half-baked froyo version, and I think the frozen yogurt version of half-baked is actually better than the regular moo cow ice cream of
I need to
half-baked.
try that.
So good.
I haven't had any of their froyo, but I was super surprised when I lived in Boston that there were Ben and Jerry's stores,
Yeah.
Food shops?
which is awesome.
Why is that? Wait, why is that surprising? I feel like I'm missing something.
They don't have those anywhere else.
Oh.
It's true. But
You can just get it at like the grocery store.
Oh.
But like
To go to a big city means.
Faneuil Hall, they have the Ben and Jerry's store right there next to the Starbucks, and it's so good.
And there's more than just one, I think.
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
one.
there's a ton. Like there was one that was supposed to open like literally within a 2-minute drive from my office. It was supposed to open in the spring of last year, and then COVID happened, and it's like, oh,
Sad.
We have Teiyaki NYC near my office, which is like the Japanese ice cream, and it's actually really good.
Oh, nice.
So, but Ben and Jerry's is also very delicious. Wait, I think there's a Ben and Jerry's store near my office. Yeah, there is. We have both. Dangerous.
What are you guys reading, you new people?
I'm finishing off Dune. I'm like towards the end, and then I am gonna get more into Well of Ascension. And actually, like, I'm still really enjoying it. I think I got to the part that Abby really dislikes, I think. But
you can't say more.
I'm not even sure if that's the actual part. Once I finish it, I'm gonna message her and ask her like what exactly what it was.
She
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
like
curious
the
as-
last part. Actually, I like the last part more than part 2 and part 1.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I'm curious to hear like what part like kind of like killed it for her.
Yeah.
I just don't know, and I just want to tell her that she's wrong.
It's gonna be a really interesting live show with you and Abby arguing. But I wanted to see if it was gonna be a strong change because her reaction was so strong and so sudden. But I think I know which part it is, but I just find that to be more of an outdated something more than strongly offensive.
Just message me what you think it is, and
I will. I'll message you
I'm
after.
also very curious. We're talking about Dune, right?
Yeah. We're
Okay.
talking about you.
That's what I thought.
Fun.
Because we were talking about Dune, Well of Ascension, and part of me was like, is she talking about Well of Ascension?
No, I don't think she had any problems with that. I'm excited to get into that book finally. Andrew and I are buddy reading it, but I've been a very poor buddy reading partner, so need to get on that.
What are you reading, Pete?
Book 9 of Malazan.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you went back to Malazan?
Yeah, I went back to Malazan. Well, I did stop for a month or so, but just because I was taking a break. Like, I have, like this is book 9. This is my first read through. There's like a total of...
There's 10 books, isn't there?
So, that's an interesting
The
question.
Crippled Gods, the last one, and the main series.
Even that's technically, It's not the main series because there's 25 books, there's 2 authors. That's degrading to the other books. And so for the big series, the biggest series in there, there's 10 books. I'm planning on doing a reread of all these 10 books and include all the other 15 to 16 to 18 books that'll be there by the time I finish. I have it all set up. It's going to take me to like 2024. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah. I owe Alan a very long Voxer message about the first 200 pages of this.
Oh, wow.
That's hardcore. Malazan, I feel like, is like the hardcore of book readers.
I've heard, yeah, to a certain extent. Like, it's actually like what some people have told me is like, it's actually better. Like, there's a whole PowerPoint to help explain the books.
PowerPoint?
Yeah. So, like, the first book drops you in the middle of a war with no context. And it's written like a short story. So the intensity of writing is like up to here. Because with a short story, every single word counts. Every single paragraph counts. So if you're writing that intensely, it's kind of hard to keep up. So the PowerPoint and stuff help with...
Whoa. Let me go ahead and pump the brakes here. You're reading Dust of Dreams and you're telling me that every single paragraph counts?
No, I'm talking about Guardians of the Moon.
Okay. I didn't know if you'd gotten to one of the 19 undead POVs in that book.
No.
Okay, because I promise you every paragraph in Dust of Dreams is not necessary. Have you gotten to the part where literally every single one of the 30-member cast is reacting to a certain event? Have you gotten there yet?
I'm really just after. I'm like starting after the big event with all the with the card game. I'm like right after that.
Okay, should be following. You'll see like something will happen, and literally it's going to go every POV on how they're reacting to that thing that happened. Every single paragraph in that book is not necessary. Now, those first 200 pages are excellent, but
these
Dust of Dreams is like 300 pages too long.
So for the first one, how do you get through it?
It's
so intense.
You go through it. It's written like a movie. Like it was originally supposed to be a movie script that he changed. So you have to go in understanding that he wrote it like a short story. So it'll throw a lot of information at you that not all of it matters immediately. And then like the PowerPoint really helps. Like it explains what goes on and kind of illustrates what's important.
But when would you recommend the PowerPoint? Like while you're reading or after you've read like a good chunk while you're reading? Oh, wow.
I would just read it and ignore the parts you don't understand. They're not all important.
I was going to say, I read Guardians of the Moon and I just was like, all right.
There's some stuff in the city that's super easy to understand. It's people hanging around in the bar, like running from assassins. Like that part's fine. Like the magic stuff, and there's some weird magic crap and things that happen that are more confusing. I would read it, and then the stuff that you don't understand, look at the PowerPoint. I would say a wiki, but wikis are really spoilery.
Even the Malazan wiki, they try.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's like
there's some really weird stuff in Guardians of the Moon that I read the first time, and I'm like, cool, I understand this, don't care. And then did the stuff in the city was cool, and there's some really cool stuff, and there's also some stuff that's just like, I guess that happened.
Yep.
Let's move on.
Well, good to know.
It's really good. I will say to what Brighton Bookish has said about Esselmont stuff not being as good as Erickson. I've heard different things. It really depends on which books you're reading. I've heard the later ones, like Blood and Bone, Assail, and Orb Scepter Throne, are really good. But I've
Return
also
of the
heard
Crimson Guard was the worst book I read last year. It is absolute like I haven't read past it. It's so bad. Return of the Crimson Guard, Esselmont's second book. His first one's really kind of a novella. The second one, it is not good. It is not good. And it has one of my. I've collected like 3 top worst lines of dialogue, and it's in there. It's just bad. It's just not good. It's not good. Andy didn't like it. And Andy's a Malice stan, and he didn't like it either. So.
I've also heard Path to Ascendancy, which is a prequel.
I've heard Path to Ascendancy is good. I have not read it yet. I have heard that's good.
January, hitting it.
I have
But
to get
also,
here, but
Bright and Bookish mentioned 10 Very Big Books. It's basically a Malazan podcast that you have one reread dude and then 2 newbies that are going through it, and they talk about it like part by part, which is actually really awesome.
That is awesome. I love that kind of content creation where it's like just documenting and being able to go along with someone's journey. So,
but please understand, like, all the stuff they're saying is it's all fantastic and it's all great resources. But the reason that people say that Malazan is not as accessible as other series is because people keep saying, hey, so do all this extra work so that you can understand the books, which not everybody is going to do or wants to deal with it. Sometimes I don't want to read a book that's going to make me work really hard. Like, I want to read something that is easy to understand and you do not have to like delve in. I love Malazan, but I am, I've read most of the books 3/4 times. I've only finished the series once, but I've read up to book 8 like 3 times. But I am probably the one who the most is like, yeah, all this isn't necessary. This is sometimes long and ponderous when it doesn't need to be. No one agrees with me, but if you do agree, there's a safe space on my Discord where like the 3 of us gather and are told we're wrong by Pranav.
Was that Fred the Vampire Accountant?
Pranav is so nice.
This is book 3 in Fred the Vampire Accountant. You want an accessible book.
oh yeah, that sounds so accessible.
I mean, what can you not understand? He's a vampire that's not all shiny and attractive. That's it. And he
wants
a bunch
to be
of
an
family.
accountant, so
Taxes.
Yeah. Undeath and Taxes.
Undeath and Taxes. Ooh, that's the name of a good series right there.
It's the name of the second book.
Well, that's probably
really
jacked it.
Yeah.
Undeath and Taxes.
That's awesome.
It's on my list.
My favorite house ever is in this series.
House.
Favorite
Building.
house ever.
Clarify?
No, I can't.
Don't let him clarify. He's clickbaiting you. He literally just clickbaited y'all. Do not click on that.
He's clickbaiting.
Do not click on it.
Don't
Is this like one of those times where someone's like, "Oh, this part ruined me," and then someone's gonna die?
No. He's just like he literally is setting up so you'll click on it and see what the house is, what he's talking about, because that has no context.
I won't tell you what the house is.
Don't click on it.
You have to go read the series.
Don't click on it.
Download the series free here.
Oh my gosh. I have no control. I look for it now.
Okay, so this may sound like a really dumb comment, but until I was on BookTube, I had no idea how many books existed that weren't like at the Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
Which sounds insane, but like Fred the Vampire Accountant's not going to be in a Barnes and Noble. Like half the stuff that I've bought in the last 6 months, you wouldn't find at a bookstore. And
I'm not wrong.
Wow.
Tchaikovsky too. Like you will find like 2 of his books in the bookstore.
Well, they
Child
don't.
of Time and Child of Ruin.
You can't find Josiah Bancroft anywhere. At least in Michigan, you can't.
Yep.
Or
my local Barnes and Noble had all 3 Bancroft books.
Well,
Wow.
I was very excited. I literally sent I think I sent it in your Discord, Alan. I was like, look, oh my god, I saw it in the wild.
I spotted it in the wild.
I appreciate Barnes and Nobles for like what they do and the community they have, but they don't have great selection. But they also do have like all different kinds of genres and age ranges and
Better than
Starbucks.
Books a Million. Books a Million doesn't have anything.
They have some
Nothing.
weird stuff. There's
Books-
one Books a Million.
New Stephen King book. Reprint of Lord of the Rings. Wheel of
Every
Time.
Penguin's
That's what
classic.
That's what they have. That's what they have.
And they have a weird assortment
Penguin
of
classics,
poetry.
All of them. Just every single one.
We don't have BAM up here. I don't know if Evie, you guys have it up there,
You're
but
fine.
we don't
BAM
have it over
sucks.
here.
I've only been in one, and it was like the bougie part of like the area where I lived in. There aren't any in the middle of nowhere, but the closest bookstore to me now is 45 minutes away.
If the BAM was in the bougie part of town, they must have snuck in dressed like a Barnes and Noble because bougie, they would not let a BAM in. Crappy book selection.
They probably didn't know what it was.
They took
Yeah,
over
they're
after
like,
Borders closed, obviously.
I miss Borders.
I miss
Oh,
Borders
Borders was
too. You know what
great.
my Borders used to be here in Panama? Or sorry, you know what's in the place of my Borders now in Panama City? A freaking Forever 21. That's what's in the place of the bookstore. A Forever Bleeding 21. Every time I walk past it, I curse it. I spit a Saxon curse over Merlin's Cauldron.
Merlin's Cauldron.
I'm in the middle of The Warlord Chronicles by Bernard Cornwell.
Bennett.
Can't tell.
Bennett.
Bookish Drummer has a very, very accurate comment. It's great. That
I don't even know what that means. Is that a street?
Second and Charles is a semi-used bookstore.
Oh, we don't have them in Florida, at least where I am.
There's a few around here. Like the closest one I think actually is in Maryland. I could be wrong.
Don't you guys live somewhat near each other, or no?
I need to read a Stephen King book before I meet, though. It's like his requirement.
It's required.
He's gonna read Fred the Vampire Accountant.
He's already on book 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
Really fast too.
Oh yeah, I read the first one in an afternoon.
How
And
short
the
is
second
it?
one. Oh, so they're only like 400 pages. This one's only like 400 pages, but like this is just the preface. So like the font's really big and the margins are really big.
Ooh.
So it goes pretty fast. And Sharon is also a convert.
We'll have to check out Fred the Vampire Accountant. My
You
bookshelves
should.
are no longer accepting anything on them. I had to put all of my brand new Robin Hobb books on top of my bookshelf.
Oh. That's real space though.
In between
Yeah.
books. Now
Have I
I'm
shown
afraid
you
of
a picture of my
Dusty, though.
slaves? There's one in Newport News.
What's Newport News?
It's a city. It's a town, city, place.
It's a town city place.
Weird.
Yes.
I live in one of those.
So do I. That's
What?
such a coincidence.
So
What?
wild.
I didn't know that, Kate.
Sorry, I'm so tired.
I was gonna say I am getting tired because I am a grandma apparently, and I'm just waiting for AARP to kick in. So I'm probably gonna drop and go to bed.
Do you guys want to do one more sprint?
Sure.
I'm down for that.
As I look where this. Oh, it's on Jefferson Avenue.
Bye, Evie.
Bye, Evie. Good night.
Thank you for having me.
Maybe.
Next week. Okay, so 10:10. And we read.
Awesome. See y'all soon.
Hello.
Hello. I did not know that I reached 200 subs, guys.
It's like in the last 10 minutes. Congrats.
Thanks, guys. I
Hey,
didn't know.
congrats.
Yay, thank you. I'm excited. I need to
Awesome.
actually post some more stuff. Though I was editing a video today. I'm editing my best friend book cover challenge thing. And oh man. So Brianna's the one who did it with me. And for those of you who've seen that particular live stream, and it's ridiculous. I laugh the entire time. Like we're just like goobers, and it's gonna be ridiculous. It's like 30 minutes of us giggling.
I'm sure it'll be cute.
I hope so. I almost like face plant halfway through, like when she's like leading me back into the room because I have blindfold on. I almost like trip over the chairs.
Oh no.
Yes. But how was your guys' reading?
Good. I got to an intense part and then I heard pee and I was like, oh no, it's time.
Oh, intense. Oh no.
That's the worst.
Well, it's nothing crazy, but it's just intense. Like the words are intense.
You are reading
Yeah.
June, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
I don't know how to tell you where I am because there's no chapter numbers, but I'm in book 3. Like I'm at the end.
How many more pages do you have left in the story?
I don't know. Like less than 100?
Ooh.
One day I will finish Dune. I'm about 50 pages into Dune. I'm about 50 pages into a lot of books, actually.
You have 1 month exactly until it's released in the US.
Fudge nuggets, I have to finish it before the movie comes out, or I'm not going to be able to hide from it. I don't want to see any of the stuff. I haven't looked at any of the pictures. Like, I know Timothy Chalamet is Paul, but I'm like not looking at it because I don't want their faces in it.
You know, same with me. I avoided trailer like anything, and then I went to watch that movie, that Marvel's movie. What was that? Ugh.
What were you reading?
No, I went to watch that movie, Marvel movie. What is that movie name? I forgot.
Oh, Shang-Chi?
Oh, Shang-Chi, yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to the movie and they displayed trailer there.
Yeah,
I closed my eyes, but I saw her actually
Yeah.
who played one character.
That happened to me too. Although Shang-Chi was amazing and I want to go see it again.
I'm so mad it's not on Disney Plus yet because I had a bunch of like med school friends who were like, we're all going to go see Shang-Chi after the exam. Like, come with us. And I was like, well, I'm exhausted and it's probably going to be on Disney Plus anyway. So I'll just buy it. No, terrible decision. And so now I'm like, ooh, do I go see it by myself?
Yeah. Yeah, why not? I went to see Doctor Strange by myself when it came out.
Check with your friends. They might come again.
Yeah, like let's go again.
It's really
It's
good.
it's a really good movie.
Really good.
Top tier Marvel origin story.
I'm excited. I need a new one. Because
So good.
I haven't watched Black Widow yet.
Same.
Neither have I.
That one's
waiting.
I liked that one, but it's not like Shang-Chi.
No.
Because she's not like magical, right? Like she is, but she's not. She's more like sci-fi than she is fantasy, if you want to put it that way.
Doesn't everybody just love, is it Yelena?
Yeah, her sister.
Yeah. Who's played by
She's
Frances Yu. I like her.
She's good. It was good. There was some dumb humor in it, which I don't really love dumb humor, but there was some dumb humor in it. That's the only part I didn't love. Whereas Shang-Chi was like really like the Marvel origin story that you would expect. Like it didn't have like dumb humor in it. It was very like not the same as Black Widow.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
It has Aquafina in it. How does it not have dumb
I'm
humor?
not.
It's not the same. It's not the
Aquafina
same
is different.
kind of dumb humor.
The character that pops up and if you've seen the movie, you know exactly who I'm talking about. That popped up. That's from a while ago. Some of his brief scenes that popped up in the middle of the fight broke the tension in the wrong way, in my opinion.
Yeah, so there was that too, but I think
That's like my only gripe with that movie. That and yeah, that's pretty much my only gripe.
Aquafina is like cute in the movie. It's like cute dumb, not like I don't find
I
it to be
like
really
her.
stupid.
Outrageous.
I like her. I love her scenes actually.
When Black Widow, it was just kind of like so many different types of dumb humor, and I really dislike the strong man dumb humor. I hate that cliche, and you get that in Black Widow.
Boo.
The like strong egotistical man that's like not over himself.
I'm waiting till October 6th when it is free on Disney Plus.
Oh, Black Widow will be free on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Good. Is Raya the Last Dragon free on Disney Plus yet? Does anybody know?
I don't have Disney Plus.
You're just gonna look it up for me because I don't want to. I haven't watched it yet, and I'm kind of sad, but I just like it's so expensive. It is. Yay, that makes you like.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been out for long enough. It was free on like June 4th.
Yay! Oh, yay! Apparently, everybody is all
I have
about
to
it.
watch that too.
I've heard good things about it. Also, isn't Aquafina in that one too? Doesn't she play I think she plays like the dragon.
Oh, cool.
That makes sense. That voice makes sense.
I love her, but I'm excited to see her in something serious because I've never seen her in anything serious. So
It's a Marvel movie, also.
I mean, serious like
She does have serious parts in Shang-Chi where she's not like just doing dumb stuff. So like it's good that way.
She plays the best friend very well, I think.
Yeah, she does.
Isn't she also like quasi love interest?
Spoiler. Maybe. I don't know.
Don't expect anything.
Huh.
Yeah.
Leave your expectations open for whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is a Marvel movie. They make us wait a long time. And then they have very weird romantic entanglements like the Hulk and Black Widow. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
But I mean, they don't show anything, I think, as far as I can remember.
Other than looks of intense longing.
Oh,
she wears a chain actually with the arrow. That's all.
She looked deeply into anyone's eyes.
Aquafina? No, I don't think so.
Oh, yay. Wholesome. I like Disney wholesome movies. I need some of that in my life right now.
I want to watch it. I've heard really good things about Raya.
There's a new one coming out. I can't Encanto, I think it's called. I just saw a thing for it.
Yes.
Colombian, and the woman who plays Rosa on Brooklyn Nine-Nine is voicing the main character.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know. It's like this family in Colombia who lives in this like enchanted glen or something, and like the magic goes haywire. I am echoing.
Oh yeah, same V. Urbish. I also discovered her in Crazy Rich Asians, where she also plays a really good best friend character.
I think my favorite part is when she just grabs all those outfits out of her trunk.
She's so prepared.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh. I love that movie. How was your book, Pete? How was your book after this last sprint?
It's getting into being, I think after the explosive part, it's starting to get a little bit more pondering, a little bit more of the philosophical Erickson that I know of. Just I'm pondering things in every character.
More things for Pete to ponder.
More things for Erickson's character to ponder and Pete to be like, okay, That's like 3-4 paragraphs now. I get the gist of it. And then more cryptic things, as always. He has to like add in cryptic things. Dust of Dreams, Book 9, Malazan, Book of the Falling. Ooh, Dragonfly
Dragonfly
Falling.
Falling.
How are you liking it?
I'm only 100 pages in. I'm liking it so much. I mean, for now.
All them siege scenes.
Very
All the sieges.
Yes, indeed. It is very on brand for Pete, since he is the ponderings of Pete.
Tis
I try.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I have to prepare because I have a patient encounter tomorrow morning.
Ooh, good luck.
Ooh.
I do not want to have to end everything, but since I am hosting and I must go to bed.
No worries. I'm also getting tired, so it's totally fine. Good luck tomorrow with your patient encounter. That's exciting.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Bye. Good luck.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for
Good night,
coming.
everyone.
Good
It
night.
was a serious book. We'll see you next week, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.